Hey my friends, Kenny Chapman here, the Blue Collar Coach, coming to you with a little message different than usual. Today I want to talk to you about an email I sent you, a message I gave you about 2 weeks ago or so, where I'm talking a little bit more about the office. I want to talk to you today and over the next couple weeks a little in depth about your office, more specifically about creating champions within your office. See, we're in the process of filling all the holes within your organization, of moving from what some people have called us as kind of a pseudo best practices group to the fact of the matter, which is we are the best coaching, training, and development organization within the blue collar space. And one of the areas that gets overlooked a lot is your office. So I want to bring you a few messages over the next couple weeks, and I want you to be with me, and I want you to do some assignments, because every video I shoot, every email I send you, I'm going to give you a little assignment at the end. So stay with me a few minutes. I won't be too long here, but I want you to stay with me because there's an assignment that I want you to attack. I want you to think about that's going to improve your office situation. Now, why am I focusing on the office? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, it's been brought to my awareness that I've been completely spoiled when it comes to my office in my own service company. See, I had the wherewithal to realize many years ago, in fact, 13 years ago now, that I needed like some really good back office. So meaning that, we'll kind of compare it to the restaurant industry. In the restaurant industry, we have front of the house and back of the house. In the speaking world, we have front stage, backstage. Some speakers are very different when you see them on the stage as to how their companies and lives run when they're off the stage. Your company has a front stage, which is your technicians, your salespeople, your front line that goes out and makes physical, personal, face-to-face contact with people. You also have a back office or a backstage, that back of the house, if you will, that is all the support, all the things that take place to make things work. Think about a pro sports team. I use a lot of sports analogies. Whether you like sports or not, you realize that in football they show up on Sunday and that's what gets shown on TV, and that's the front of the house. That's the hoorah. That's putting people in the stands. Why everybody shows up. That's your technician running a service call, or a salesperson giving a quote or an estimate or a proposal or closing a deal. But throughout that week of the NFL, there's hundreds of people within that organization making things happen and making tweaks and changes and different things. And we forget that in our office. So I was spoiled because I knew this early on, and I might even have known it a little subconsciously, but I've known that people that get the numbers right, that track things effectively, that have smooth office, that have communication, that don't have a huge war between the field and the office, between dispatching for profit and feeling like trucks are passing as they drive across town, as you've heard and I've heard and everybody's heard that's in this business in any way, shape, or form. So here's the reality. We've added an office champion coach to our team here at the Blue Collar Success Group. Kathy Nielsen is our inside operations guru, coach, whatever you want to call her. I know that she's an expert, and I know that she's helped me over the course of the last 5, 6, 7 years that I've known Kathy personally, with her background as she's run very successful plumbing, heating, air conditioning companies, moved into a coaching role. She used to tell me different things. You spend a lot of time focusing on frontline, on sales and service and getting things done. And remember, there's a back of the house where the people in the office need support, they need training, they need coaching, they need help, and that's exactly what Kathy does. So with that, we are launching a new Office Champions Club, but I'm not shooting this for that reason. I'm shooting this because she's helped shift my focus. And Robin in my office has spoiled me, as I say, because I went and I got an office champion because I sought her out. I knew 2 years before I brought Robin onto my team, who has now become my business partner, that we needed somebody solid. So I went out and I got Robin and I said, hey, we really need you inside. And so then I was able to just kind of wash my hands of it and go do what I do within my unique ability, because running the office is not my unique ability. Coaching, consulting, finding holes in an office certainly is, but training up and creating the inner office communication and knowing that you need 2 monitors or you need 3 monitors and you need to leverage software in this capacity or that capacity, that isn't one of my unique abilities. It is Kathy's, however. So each one of these videos I shoot for you over the next couple weeks, I want to leave you with an assignment. And certainly I do want you to click the link in the email or click the link on the Facebook page and get some more information on our Office Champions Club. But today, before you do that, I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you feel that you have champions within your office? Dictionary says there's all kinds of different definitions, if you will, when it comes to what does champion mean. And a lot of times it's about beating and winning and overcoming and different things, tied to sports or competition. That's not what I'm talking about here. Other definitions have to do with being peak performers, top of the game, the very best at what they do. That is what I'm talking about here. So I want you to really just take a moment over the next couple days before I come back to you. I want you to think about your own office. I don't care whether you have one person in the office, whether you split time in the office, as I once did. I started by myself in a truck a little over 23 years ago. I've worn every hat within the organization, and as many of you have. And it's hard when we go to hand things off and finding unique abilities and realizing that some people are better at certain things than we are. And I want you to think about, how has your office evolved? Has it been a conscious decision? Have you had a mission, a vision? Have you drawn out personal purpose within your team to find unique abilities and make sure that it's round peg, round hole within that organization? Are you facilitating communication? See, we coach and train all the time about the importance of company-wide meetings on at least a monthly basis, if not quarterly, for depending on size of organization and number of locations. Everybody gets together, shares information. We coach at least weekly, if not multiple times a week, with frontline communication, different teams, different trades, different verticals within your organization. But what about your office? How often are you meeting? How often are you training? See, in our world, we bring in outside coaches, consultants that meet within our team, within the office team, I should say, to help facilitate communication, to help understand how we each are getting better, improving, and supporting each other as we keep our eye on the common goal. So here's the assignment I want you to think about until I come back to you here in a couple days. Pretty simple, just a little bit of awareness, but everything begins with awareness, my friend. So here it is. I want you to think about your overall office, not one person that when you think of, oh man, I've got to go into his office or her office, I got to think about this or that. Overall office as a whole, scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that? Are you a 7? Are you an 8? Or are you a 3? Even a 2? See, I want you to think about what that looks like. And now, today, it's not important what your answer is other than truthful. I want you to be objective. I want you to be honest. And then the second part of your assignment, until I come back to you in a couple days, is this. Why? See, everything we have to have an understanding of a why in order to change behavior, in order to change habit. Shot a Facebook Live video last week, almost 20 minutes I talked about habit transformation. I'll be bringing more of those to you as well. But right now I want you laser focused on your office. Why do you rate your office a 5? Why do you rate your office a 7? And see, when we start to look at those, and I'll dive deeper in the next couple weeks to come as to how you shift that and some tangible things. Whether you're interested in getting involved in our limited member of people we're accepting. We're not accepting everybody. I want you to click on the OfficeChampionsClub.com. I want you to go OfficeChampionsClub.com. It's in the email here or it's on your Facebook page. And I want you to get some more information so we can find out if it's a good fit. We believe in right fit coaching. We believe in helping you to the right way. But what I do know is I'm going to give you some value over the next couple weeks. Whether you're interested in our club or not, I'm in this to help you, period. Whether dollars ever exchange hands or not, I could care less. What I care about is you improving your life, you improving your situation, you improving your company. So your assignment again today, rate that office. Take a moment, step back, walk around the building, get out of the office, think, what is it? Is it a 7? Is it a 5? And if it's a 5, what would it take to make it a 6? Why did you rate it a 5? Now is when certain people start to come to mind. Whether you have 1 people in the office or 50 people in the office, you can get an overall score within yourself. If myself or any of the certified blue-collar coaches were to come into your office, how might we rate your office based on the score that you gave? Give that a little bit of thought. Dive into the why process that for a couple days, and then I'm going to come back to you with further assignments to dive deeper and create massive positive change. I'm Kenny Chapman, the Blue Collar Coach. Until we talk again, my friends, focus on creating office champions and have a better than fantastic day. We'll see you soon.